Good morning. Welcome back to what is going to hopefully be a greener day because yesterday was worse than Tuesday, which is crazy to say because it's closer to Friday and it should have been happier. Although that has nothing to do with how the market works. What I can say is today is the last trading day of February. So it'll also be interesting to see maybe March will be a little bit more stable because, wow. Yesterday was something else. Let's go look at some of the insanity that's going on in the stock market opening now. All right, so here's what we got today. We got Rocket Mortgage up 17.8%. Rocket Mortgage has been one of those long-hated mortgage company stocks that has just been going straight down. Personally, I think this company is way undervalued, high short interest. So we'll see what happens here after this dividend announcement. We've got Etsy smashing earnings yesterday, up 12%, with Churchill Capital also getting a big push today, up 12%. Look at this. We've got Churchill and Etsy actually trading spots. We got GameStop holding the line. I have to say, yesterday, we went into a big sell-off right before the close. And let's go find it here. Let's see. Was it before the close or before the market? Or before here? We had two sell-offs. We had a sell-off right before the close. And then we were also streaming while aftermarket was still going. So we had a sell-off here as well. But it looks like in pre-market hours, we regained a good chunk of that on GameStop. We are back within our boxes from yesterday. Mic is weird? Oh, sorry. Hold on.
How's that? Is that better? Okay. Were you able to hear what I said, or should I repeat what I said? Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Darn settings. You gotta check the settings, okay? You gotta check the settings before you do these things. Anyway, okay, just noisy. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. All right, so and then on the losses, we've got Virgin Galactic down another 15%. They did report earnings yesterday and are just getting crushed in this market. Virgin Galactic's almost lost 50% off of its highs. Microvision down another 7% here. A lot of pain in sort of the smaller companies right now. I'm noticing that even like the Nano Dimension, the smaller companies are really getting whacked hard. As possibly even you get like an ARK Invest having to sell as people want to liquidate out of ARK potentially. And Nano Dimension is going to be the recipient of a lot of pain there. When ARK is flying, Nano Dimension does really well. That's almost a direct correlation we can set up just between those two. A lot of flat in the middle here. And make sure we got the opening bell ready to go here in 1 minute. We've got Pinterest pretty flat, Cloudflare, AT&T always sits at 29. It's been there for a year. If you want a stock that literally does nothing for a year, AT&T is yours. But hey, it'll pay you a 7% dividend in the meantime. Apple trying to recover a little bit along with Amazon off their highs, obviously. Ebix also still trying to recover. We got Tesla circling back here. We did have a pretty volatile pre-market here. Look at this. In the pre-market, we went as low as 655 in the pre-market there. A lot of volatility in the pre-market there on Tesla. We've got Workhorse, it looks like. I just saw Workhorse here. Workhorse selling off a little bit. Remember, this really got pumped yesterday as it looked like a hedge fund was coming in buying. We're guessing it could have been Kathy at ARK, but we don't know. Opening bell.
We're all just on the take here, you know that.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, that's what they all said.
Completely.
Carl?
Guys, there's the opening bell and the S&P at the bottom of your screen as we get into this final session of the month. One name, Jim, we're going to keep our eye on, as we've mentioned earlier, Airbnb. A loss in their first quarter as a public company.
Get the green wave. Come on, we want to end the month strong. Let's end the month nice and beautiful and strong with lots of green because, there was too much pain yesterday. There was so much pain. Made for an opportunity to buy if you are inclined to do so. All right, let's pull these changes over here. Now that we are in pre-market, we'll get rid of pre-market here, clean up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so looks like Churchill right now is actually trying to rally into this open. That would be nice. Churchill needs a little bit of love after the pain we've been through the last few. Actually, this week here really has been pretty painful for Churchill. We'll see how long this pump can actually last at CCAV though. It doesn't look like it's coming out of the gate with rockets right now. What is coming out of the gate with rockets is GameStop. GameStop is literally rocketing out of the gate as usual. GameStop just not ceasing to impress here. We are breaking out of a box of 125. We do have another line above this, though, don't we? Let's see. What do we have yesterday? Yeah, we do. So this is the lower box we drew yesterday that it's actually been playing in today. It looks like it's just now entering into the upper box. Yeah, we'll look at the treasury yields as well. It's a good point. Looks like Rocket Mortgage, unfortunately, is giving up its excitement over that dividend as the day is opening here. Churchill also somewhat opening with a little bit of a give back here. I do want to get the 200-day moving average in here. Hold on, I keep looking up there thinking it's here and it's not. So let's just make this. Oh, I've got 2 green. You got to have different colors. Okay, fine. We'll go with here. We'll go with dark red. I don't think I have that. Okay, good. So Churchill, yep, we are definitely red candlesticking here on Churchill coming out at the open. We'll see how this develops. GameStop, though. GameStop's going back on the rocket. We got AMC earnings today. Oh, that'll be fun. Let's pull up AMC. We'll grab the Bloomberg terminal as well in just a moment. We've got AMC. AMC trying to rocket out of the gate here. Not a big movement out of the gate. We are, let's see here, AMC, oops, here we go, nope, there we go. AMC only up about 2% right now. I mean, AMC tracing with Apple and Amazon rather than with GameStop today. Churchill continuing a bit of a red arrow here. At the same time, we've got GameStop pumping up. One thing to note about CCIV today is I think with CCIV, you had a lot of Reddit euphoria yesterday. And with this Reddit euphoria, you get a lot of folks who buy in the pre-market. When people buy in the pre-market, the price tends to artificially move up a lot more. And then once the market opens, you get the real buying and selling volume that can really adjust a movement pretty quickly. So Airbnb, I have to say, really impressive yesterday. I bought a tiny little bit as my first nibble yesterday into Airbnb. It's really just my tool for getting in and researching this a little bit more. I want to do some projections on Airbnb, so that'll come. Oh, I forgot the usual because I sent out those alerts also yesterday. So I forgot the pin. Get 38% off with code HODL. All Kevin buy, sell alerts and private live streams and private chats. Plus discounts. We get discounts to Lowe's to places like Lowe's as a free bonus. Okay, cool. All right, I always forget the pin. I don't know why I always forget the pin. All right, so okay, Airbnb, red candle sticking a little bit after a little rally into the open here. We got Bumble recovering from its lows. We want to get into Bumble. Bumble is cheaper than what it was after the split there. We've got GHVI coming back into the 17s here. GHVI was just when you see a 16 or 15 in the front, whew, you just got to buy on that. Agora, that's API, sort of the back end there of Clubhouse, at least for now, recovering a little bit. Peloton recovering a little bit. Etsy and Rocket, they're the ones taking off today. Etsy, one of my absolute favorite holdings. Consistent holding. It's not as speculative. Certainly, it's nowhere near as speculative as like a Churchill. Maybe the gains won't be as strong as a Churchill going forward, but Etsy's just one of those stocks that you got to have in your long hold portfolio. Let's listen into Jim here for a sec. What is he complaining about today? Let's see.
By the way, I just want to come back on Moderna, where I am getting my information is from people who do preclinical work. Okay. So preclinical can be wrong. It may not work. But the preclinical stuff that they're trying to do is what I said. Right. That does not mean they can succeed.
All right. They're talking about vaccines. So let's jump back on over to here. Let's see. Tesla Tesla still green here. A little bit of a softening. Got a little bit of a red candle coming here. It's interesting. It's almost like we've got a resistance right around this 700 level, a little bit above 704. And we got some nice red candlesticks coming into Tesla right now. We are at about, we'll see if we drop below 190 on this one. GameStop, on the other hand, can this continue? No. GameStop is staying within its lower bound today. It is not breaking out into its upper box, which yesterday it traded most of the day in this box. The day before, it traded most of the day above 140. I would say it traded most of the day above, like between 140 and 160. So I think what we're having is we're having a little bit of like a staircase going down. We traded on, it would have been Wednesday between around 140, 167. Thursday between 120 and 142, and now are we potentially trading in this range of 125 to 110, 100, something like that? We'll see. We'll see if these boxes are holding true. But that's a little bit what it feels like right now. It's sort of the slow deflating of GameStop. Let's see. Okay, Carvana up really nicely here, up 9%. Beyond Meat gave up some of its enthusiasm. They did have they missed earnings, but they really blew up on talk about their partnership with McDonald's, which I think is phenomenal, and Yum Brands. I mean, these are really big announcements for Beyond Meat. I still think it's a little bit of a pricey company. Got a little bit of it. Don't mind nibbling on it a little bit, but it's not something I go super heavy on. Workhorse continuing its sell-off here. I feel like the problem is, look, you might be a hedge fund and might be able to pump this thing 24% by buying shares of this right before the close, which is what happened yesterday right here. But to me, it just seems like you're getting ripped off on pricing. Like if you're a hedge fund and you're buying a smaller stock like Workhorse, I mean, to me, this just looks like a ripoff. Like you basically pay top dollar pricing. So they were buying consistently throughout these moments here. And that is not sustaining on the news that we have here. I wonder, like FSR, let's see how that news is sustaining. I will say he was on CNBC Mad Money yesterday. Usually things pump after they're on CNBC, but not here. Not Fisker. Fisker not showing a pump after the CNBC run on Mad Money, just being up 1%. Churchill Capital, on the other hand, look at this breakout we've got at Churchill Capital. Very, very exciting. This is going to bring a lot of attention back to the stock. We are now breaking out of these boxes that we have been struggling within for really the past 2 to 3 days as well. We'll see how long this lasts here, but this is a clean breakout of these boxes here. So that's an exciting trend. Let's see what the volume's like. Wow, 6.8 on the open. We got a 1 mil there, 1.6. Oh, that was a big buy, possibly a big buy order built into that volume. Okay, we'll have to keep an eye on this one. Let's see what the volume was like yesterday. I don't think it was anywhere near as high as it is now. Let's see. Okay, we'll go to the beginning. Beginning of the day usually has higher volume. Okay, we did have a higher opening volume, actually. Yeah, we actually had stronger volume yesterday. But who knows how much of that was selling pressure mixed in with buy pressure. And that's the problem with volume analysis is sure, we could see volume, but we don't necessarily know. I mean, it could have been proportionately heavier selling, whereas today might be proportionately heavier buying. I mean, ultimately the candle tells you, but the volume number itself doesn't. So GameStop also trying to stay out of the box here. We have not had a full clean. Oh, there we go. I was going to say we didn't have the full clean break out of the box yet as it updates to a full clean break. So then we've got Etsy roaring today. I mean, this is the cool thing about Etsy. Like if you were to trade this, I mean, I don't know that I would try to day trade Etsy. I think the volume's a little too low on that. But Etsy's one of those ones where if you wanted to ride this trend, you could buy it. And then if it went down on you, just hold. Like, I mean, Etsy's just, it's such a great company. I don't ever think of Etsy as a bag. Etsy's quality. Rocket Mortgage, giving back a little bit. Looks like GameStop's breaking. Yeah, GameStop's having a breakout candlestick here. Here we go. We are still, let's see here. We're still within our 142 range here. Well, we'll see if we can end up breaking out. If we can end up breaking out of this, there could be a nice Friday run here. And keep in mind too, there could be a lot of folks opening positions today in trades just to sort of come back on excitement. That is, yesterday was a burn, so let's go try to make some money today to make some money back, right? Yeah, there was also mention what's it called? Congress is going to try to undo the Oshkosh deal, or at least some Democrats would. I mean, I think it's a long shot. I think it's a long shot. I also don't think that led to dramatic buying all of a sudden yesterday, because what somebody says YouTube title. Well, what about the title? The title looked okay to me. But anyway, the market. Oh, recover. Thank you. Okay, I got it. Here's the thing to keep in mind. When you look at something like Workhorse started pumping when that news broke, but it wasn't the big pump towards the end of the day. The big pump towards the end of the day was a big hedgie coming in buying, a big institutional investor coming in buying, because the news had already been out for a few hours at that point regarding the Democrats wanting to try to undo the Oshkosh deal. But I don't believe Congress enough to actually invest in Workhorse at this point to think that some white knight Democrat is going to come in and try to undo a deal that's already been inked. I think that's a dream. And look, I want it to happen for the people who are investing in Workhorse, but I can't put my money on that happening. I just barely put your money on Congress to get a stimulus package done. It's honestly pathetic. Okay, so let's go. Let's pull the Bloomberg terminal up. Let's see what kind of news we've got going. We got a little bit of a softening here, all of a sudden in this minute on everything. Let's see what Varnes has got to say. We'll pull up the terminal.
There are Etsy, HP, Twitter, Nectar, and Xilinx. Okay, look at Etsy, up 15%. Big Tech, all in the green this morning. Obviously, that's helping the NASDAQ. A big gain for Microsoft, $3 higher, up 1.3%. Let's get to Facebook.
How is that a big gain for Microsoft, bro? It's 1.3% after a day it fell along with everything. I don't understand how that's a big gain. I feel like that's like, we don't have anything for you to report. So let's just, let's talk about how big of a gain the 1% is.
About it. What is it?
So the special feature is facial recognition. That was confirmed by Facebook's head of hardware, Andrew.
Smart glasses, right? Okay, let's go back to our sticks. Oh, we'll also pull up Bloomberg TV. I like having them up. All right, so let's see. Okay, we'll start with the girl on the bike ad. No problem. We'll go back to the sticks then. Back to the sticks. All right. GameStop's running again. I mean, it is coming. It is coming for the 140 target. I mean, this is a run right here. Yeah. This is a push. This is cool. Apple coming out with smart glasses in the near future. Their stock will boom. Where'd you hear that? Can you provide some insights on where you heard that? I think that's interesting. Apple smart glasses compete with Facebook. I mean, look, Facebook's good, but if I had to pick one of them to think is going to execute that better, I have to say I'd probably hang my hat on Apple on that one, just because of their. I mean, maybe I'm biased because I'm wearing one. The Apple Watch. The Apple Watch is pretty dang good. It's pretty good. Not saying there aren't alternatives, but it's pretty impressive. So, all right. All right. Okay, let's see. Okay, we are about to break through on the GME, our upper bound here. There we go. We're breaking through the box. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, no. We just touched it. Oh, we just touched it. It's coming back. Oh, man. Let's see. So, I know there are a lot of folks wondering about that merch that we talked about yesterday. I'm waiting for YouTube to approve it. It's really annoying. Oh, wait. But actually, I think I might be able to just link it. I didn't even think about that. I haven't put up all of the, but I don't know how to log into this. Oh, man. I'll figure this out. I'll get in. So it's not so important right now. What's important right now is looking at the stonks. So we'll do that. But yeah, YouTube basically they take forever to approve stuff. I think it's because they don't want to accidentally put stuff on YouTube that's like not kosher or whatever for their purposes. And so they have to like manually review this. It's stupid. It's annoying. Okay. Oh, let's talk about Tesla. Let's listen to this for a moment.
Oh, but I thought you had a price target over $1,000. Am I wrong? Did I forget something?
Yeah, no. My price target is $578. I'm sorry, maybe there has been something crossing line. So our price target is over a 1 year time horizon. Like in the long run, of course, Tesla will largely exceed $1,000, but you would have to.
I love this guy's name. It's so French. Pierre Ferragut.
But you remember when we talked about our bet of Tesla delivering more cars than BMW than Volkswagen today in 2030. So that might be in that context that we talked about the stock well in excess of $1,000. But for this year, I think
is Tesla down? Is Tesla down a little bit in part because they bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin? Is Tesla now a Bitcoin stock?
No,
I hope not.
No.
I don't think it's a great thing to see Tesla like investing in Bitcoin. I don't like it personally. The market reacted like not very
boomer. No, I hear this so much that somehow Tesla is now a Bitcoin play. Like for every dollar that here, let's figure this out. So Bitcoin it represents what? Like 1/800th of the value of the company. So for every what $700 of Tesla or whatever you pay in a share price, maybe you're getting like $1 worth of Bitcoin. I personally don't see it as a Bitcoin play. I think that's like I think Varney's out of content here. I don't know. Forgive me. We'll go to CNBC. I'm sorry. I just think some of the last things that we've heard here have been silly.
For electronic components.
Oh, dude, no, not HP again. Sorry, man. I'm not going back 15 years. Sorry, Meg Whitman. Is Meg Whitman still there? I thought she tried running for California governor. I don't remember. Maybe she's somewhere else now. All right, let's see here. Apple glasses in 2 years replace headsets. That'll be interesting if it replaces the what's it called? The Oculus headset, right? Quillan is upset that I offended Varney. I'm not dissing Varney. I'm dissing his content today. At least the last 5 minutes, the content was a little dry. So let's find some juice here. Like he's got to put up the GameStop sticks. Okay, GameStop sticks. It's staying within the box again. It's range bound again. GameStop. Come on, man. Oh look, we've actually got everything selling off a little bit here. We've got a Rocket selling off. Rocket just going straight down right now. Etsy coming down. Here we go. This is how the crap started yesterday again. Wayfair. Wow. Good. So Wayfair like smashed 2 days ago, but yesterday got destroyed and gave up all of its earnings gains. Coming back today. Money. Right. Let's see here. Oh, yes. Okay. So let's see. Let's go. I want to see if the Bloomberg TV is up, and then we'll get the Bloomberg terminal up too. Okay, this is up. Energy lag material, BlackRock investment, and let's see if they've got anything worth listening to here. Am I plugged in? Given that I don't hear any. Oh, here we go. Mute.
Restart and the vaccine rollout and so on is going to be a very powerful force that is underappreciated. So we think that has more to go in terms of driving rates higher to some extent. But that's in the context where we think we're in a new nominal, where there's going to be pretty powerful force from central banks to prevent too abrupt an adjustment in rates. So we've seen this week, this is pretty painful, but we think that ultimately central banks will be a pretty powerful force to prevent that from adjusting too quickly. So that leaves us pro-risk in this environment, seeing some opportunities when things like yesterday happened. We're still in the same kind of new nominal environment in our view.
Just to add to that,
If you can, John, pro risk, because I know the team actually downgraded credit earlier this week. So I'm trying to understand where you take the risk, one, and two, how you offset it, given what we've seen happen with duration throughout the whole of this week.
So pro risk is we favored equities, global equities overall. So we are still like overweight U.S. equities. We have upgraded European equities to neutral this week, and we see also important opportunities in EM equities. That continues to be the case, and Asian debt in particular. So that's the place where we would see the expression of the pro risk, and then at the same time, as I said, we wanted to position differently in the rate space, more explicitly downgrading DM debt, and in particular, going a bit deeper in downgrading U.S. Treasuries in that context.
Does this mean a bigger cash position?
Well, yeah. You know, it's actually interesting. Kathy over at ARK Invest, she mentioned that she believed there was a very good chance of seeing some form of big sell-off in bonds, basically. And I mean, a lot of it is potentially predictable because we have seen a lot of belief that inflation is coming. So why would you buy bonds if you think inflation is coming? And sure enough, that's somewhat what we've seen here over the last few days here. Let's go ahead and pull up Market Watch Treasuries. Let's see, the Treasury 10-year. Let's just see what it's sitting at right now. Okay. All right, so it's down a bit. Let's go back to the 5-day here. So yeah, we're off those highs here. I'll hide myself for a second. What we really had yesterday, I feel like, was just a really bad auction, a really bad Treasury auction, and because that Treasury auction was so rough, it really hurt the market probably more than it should have. It's one of the reasons I like to say, never squander a red day. You want to get in that habit of every time you see red, you buy a little bit. You don't have to like blow everything. You don't have to like literally, dump all the money you have and go 100% into margin. Don't do that. But it's not a bad idea to regularly nibble on these days because otherwise you miss them. If you might have missed, what's it called? You might have missed Tuesday. And then you said, "Oh man, Wednesday, man, I wish I bought Tuesday, darn." And then Thursday comes, and it's like, "Oh no, wait, it could fall more." And then you don't end up buying. You squander the right opportunity, and that's an unfortunate thing that happens a lot. Is squandering red. Okay, going back to the sticks here. So what do we got on the sticks? We got GameStop. GameStop's struggling here. It's in the middle of our upper box. We'll see what happens here. Let's see. GameStop moving in. We got Churchill's giving up its gains right now, going straight down. And this is partially, in my opinion, this is because this is a little bit of an artificial pump that we've got right now. Let me put this more into view. A little bit of an artificial pump coming from the Reddit community. I hate to say it, but sometimes what happens on those artificial pumps is you get the price going up, and then people are like, "Cool, thanks. It went to my price of $32 or whatever," and then they just start selling. Now, I don't know. It could be that the broader market is just having a little bit of a turn towards the red. We are seeing Carvana trend down here. We're seeing Wayfair's trended up, but Etsy's falling. Etsy's just giving up its lead right here pretty hard. And Rocket's rebounding. Rocket just hit a bottom at 22 and is rebounding. GameStop's struggling as well. This is not a clear win of a day yet. This is still a very immature day, and we don't have insights yet on exactly where this is going, with Virgin Galactic, Workhorse, and Microvision leading the fall. Switchback Electric, going straight down here. It's interesting. Something's almost going on within the last few minutes here. All right, let's see here. Agora, Salesforce. I have to say, Salesforce is one of those. I think it just lost its it lost its sex appeal. Like Salesforce was the big dog in the room. But then Snowflake came around, and you got Airbnb and Agora and Cloudflare and Fastly and all these other companies, not just only database. Well, all these sort of database and CRMs. I'm kind of lumping here together. C3 AI came into the field. All of these other companies. That's like, oh, even the ticker symbol C3 AI. Well, it's AI. It's a ticker symbol, but the company name. Oh yeah, it's so much more engaging. I don't know. But these companies, I feel like, have taken a lot of potential juice away from what's it called? From Salesforce. Now, keep in mind, look at this, folks. Look at this trend right here. You've got C3 AI trending down back towards opening price, back towards what it IPO opened for. Very, very interesting. Let's see. Answer. So I've got somebody who's asking. They have a decent amount of ARK-K. Should they consider bailing now? My opinion, the answer is no. It's very tempting to bail on funds when they're doing this, and keep this is so important. I mean, look at this run that ARK-K has had. It has blown up during this pandemic. Usually what happens is we feel safest buying the stock when it's going up, or the ETF, and we feel like selling when it's going down. You want to do the reverse. You want to buy and add to things like ARK-K on days like today, and you want to be cautious about adding in these green moments. All right. Let's see here. Oh, Tesla ended up turning red. We are at 674 here. Dave & Buster's, Voyager Digital down a little bit. A lot of the sort of 1% movement here. But it's interesting because some of these started green today and have just turned red in the last few minutes. GameStop's just given up about 8 percentage points on a high to where it is now. It is literally recoiling, going right back into its lower box. There we go. Sorry, replying to a course member. Okay, there we go. So we're going right back into the lower box here is basically where it's trending right now. We'll see where that candlestick ends, trying to recover a little bit. Rocket Mortgage had a bounce, but look, I mean, it's just the day. This is not any of your stock picks, folks. This is the market being just really, really funky right now. Not jumping up and down about the market at all right now. It's just there we go. No, that's interesting. All right, moving on. Fisker up 2.5% here. Also seeing that kind of sell off there. Monster Beverage is kind of moving up without much of that kind of sell off here. We got Wayfair giving back. We got Churchill Capital giving back. We got Carvana giving back. We got Airbnb giving back. A lot of give back here. Groupon, big beat yesterday. Only 3% today. Someone says, let's see. OCGN. Look at this. Also kind of dipping a little bit here. EXPI, Etsy. EXPI, Enphase, flat. Okay. Let's see. Workhorse. So, yeah. Man, I don't know. Like I just can't be in Workhorse. I can't rely on the government. The government just they take you and they screw you. Palantir is just it's following the same pattern here. Everything is we started off like today's going to be a better day. Everything's going to be good today. Everything's going to be fine. And here we are downtrending. Everything downtrending again. GameStop struggling right above this box that we drew for it. It's basically trying to go back under 125 here. Here it goes. Yep. Okay, just dipped under 125 again. Woo! Here come the buying opportunities again. Here come the buying opportunities again. All right, let's see here. Okay. Okay, let's see here. So Rocket 11%. Yeah, see Rocket, that big dividend, like you can't take a rock and make it sexy. It's just not. Like there are some stocks you could put a potato bag on and they're still loved. Like there are just some stocks, it doesn't matter what they do, they're loved. You look at a Rocket Mortgage, they can pay you a big fat dividend and people are like, thank you, but no thank you. It's ridiculous. Could be the broader market too. Let's listen to this.
Today, the curve is a little bit flatter just, though Morgan Stanley is still believing on those bear steepeners for the 530s versus TD Securities, for example, dumping out of that position. I just want to highlight what all of this winds up meaning for certain portfolio constructions and quants, like risk parity. That's the ETF. When you have bonds and stocks moving together, that's
modified. That was the mid-month, now 70.7. So nice improvement there. Now, 1 year inflation, 3.3, okay? 3.3 is the highest level of 1 year inflation in this series since August of 2012 when it was 3.6. And if we look at 2.7, which is the 5 to 10 year inflation, yes, it's the same as the mid-month read, the final read, but you have to go, and there's a lot of 2.7s, but you have to go all the way back to January of 2015 to find a 2.8. The point of this is that we want to watch every possible way there is to measure inflation. Why? Look at 10-year and 30-year bond rates. Look at sovereign rates across the world. That's what they're looking at. Carl, back to you.
That pisses me off a little bit. I was shaking my head a little bit on that because we talked so much that the media was going to do this. Here, watch this. Hold on. Okay. Let me explain what they're doing here because it's ridiculous. This talk about 1 year, like let me just start with the thesis. The media is going to go nuts about inflation on a year-over-year position, and we're literally going to hear this on the media over and over and over again about 1 year inflation is over 3%, it's over 4%. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. It's so garbage because folks, look what they're doing. Okay, this is CPI. Whether you like CPI or not is not a factor in this discussion. This is simply, okay, watch this, all right? And I've explained this before, so if this sounds redundant, just hang on for a couple minutes here. So look at this. CPI was at 260.4 in October, 260.9 in November, 261.5 in December, and 262.2. So it's going up by about a rate of 0.7, right? Okay, watch this. What we're going to do is we're going to go add 0.72 times to get to March, because you'd have 0.7 in February, roughly, if we just continued the trajectory. 0.7 roughly in February. That would put us around 262.9, plus another 0.7 would put us around 263.6. If I go back to March over here, and I divide 263.6, and we divide that by the last year's reading of 258, roughly, rounding there a little bit, 258, that shows us 2.1%. That's not so bad, right? Expected. But this is where it gets gross. Add another 0.7% for April's data. You add another 0.7% for April's data, you're going to be here. But look at what the reading went down to for April last year. April's reading went down to 256. So now we're going to make this 256. There you go. Year over year of that 3.3% that we're talking about. This is how we're getting this sort of year over year data. And depending on which form of inflation they're looking at, whether it's PCI, like PCE, sometimes have a little bit more extreme numbers than even CPI, although they're pretty close. When you look at this year over year data, you're sending misleading signals to the market that, oh my gosh, year over year inflation is 3%. People just half listening here, huh? Inflation 3.3%? Oh, well, hot damn, that's well over the Fed's 2%. They're going to be raising rates sooner than expected. And then you get the crap that happened yesterday. I feel like there's a heavy misunderstanding of what's happening in the market. All right. So Rocket up 10%, Etsy up 10%, Churchill up 5%. We're having a bounce. Look at the bounce in our box again. We literally bounced off the box we drew. Look at this. And this is, I'm not even like drawing these charts here, with the exception of my boxes. Like these candlesticks are behaving in such a interestingly almost predictable manner. It's kind of scary how everything is behaving according to the boxes right now. We're range bound is what it is. We're just range bound. We're in this environment where it's basically impossible to trade because things that are doing extremely well open up extremely well. And it's like, hey, Etsy's a great company. Gone. And Etsy's not a company you trade. Etsy's a company you hold, in my opinion. The volume isn't there for Etsy trades. On Carvana giving up a bit as well. We really started seeing this sell-off, by the way, about 9 minutes into the market day. 9 minutes into the market day, boom, market starts selling off again. Let's see if that's true with Tesla as well. Tesla, we get a rally into about 12 minutes and a plummet. We literally went 12 minutes with happiness today. And party's over. Well, that was a crappy party. This is a real crappy party. Look at this. GameStop decided to keep going for 16 minutes before it gave up. Let's see here. Wayfair was, let's see. Wayfair's the one that's actually doing pretty decently today. I mean, credit where credit is due here. Somebody says they just got an alert on NEO. Oh, God. What's NEO doing? NEO's supposed to report earnings on Monday, but oh, my goodness. Oh, NEO's under 45. Oh, my gosh. NEO's under 45. Oh, my gosh. Oh, that is so juicy. Juicy. Oh, that is the buy target. Oh, man. You know how much hate I got? Like 2 months ago, I made a video on NEO, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, I stopped buying this over 65. This is a buy under 45 heavy. It's a nibble under 65. I got so many people who are like, Kevin, what are you talking about? The stock's going to 100. And it's fine. I want the stock to go to 100 too. And I'm not trying to like pat myself on the back going, oh, see, I was right. No. That's not the point of this. The point of this is, if you believe the stock is going to 100, now you get juicy gains buying it under 45, right? You would rather buy it under 45 and have it go to 100 than buy it at 70 for it to go to 100, right? Because 70 goes to 100, what are you gaining? 30%, 30, 40%, something like that? What are you gaining if, closer to 40%? What are you gaining if you go from 45 to 100? Well, you're more than doubling. So this is nice. This is a nice juicy opportunity right here. Let's go pull up the Robs of the Hoods. The Robs of the Hoods, the Neos and the Robs of the Hood. Oh God, everything's just straight down here. It's very, 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 very ugly right now. So let's go. Oh man, it's just I'm looking at some of the options right now, and honestly, a $45 call is not too shabby. I feel like right now. I shouldn't be buying right now, but I'm gonna buy 20K of a $45 call on NEO right now. Oh, it filled right away. Well, yeah, because it's downtrending. All right, let me send a quick alert. Every time I do this, whether it's during the day or during a live stream or whatever, I send an alert. I also post my trade confirmations too. Generally, I got to get in the habit of always doing that. But that way you have them. It's money. But $10, $45. What was it? I think the March calls is what I got. No, I got January. Jan 2023 calls of NEO. 20.3K. Under 45 is our buy heavy target. Wish I had more cash. It's true. I really do wish I had more cash. I honestly, I shouldn't even be buying right now because my margin's a little poopy doopy. But I cannot squander red like this. It's too good. It's too yummy. It's like It's like which one of you goes to a mall and doesn't take the free sample when you walk by Wetzel's Pretzels? Okay, that's what this feels like. You have to take the free sample. Like, you can't not take it. It'd be crazy. And that's a little bit what this feels like right now. This is a free sample of investing right here. Yeah, this is that's nice. All right. Okay. Watch the market, because the market's definitely got its attitude here. The pain. Yeah. It's when you feel pain is when you should be investing. Let's look at the Treasury. I don't know how quickly this chart updates. I wonder if we could just. Google's honestly not that bad. No, but it doesn't price it. Let's go to the Bloomberg terminal. Let's listen into CNBC for a second while I log in.
Checks could unleash $170 billion. That's a wave of fresh retail inflows potentially into the U.S. stock market. They highlighted a survey of retail investors who said that they plan to put 37% of their stimulus cash into equities. So what does that say to you about a potential for a growing firepower with this growing group of net marginal buyers or potential net marginal buyers of stocks?
Yeah, well, I think you're seeing that, and unfortunately, some of the young and inexperienced may be getting played around with in things like GameStop and whatever. If you notice, the latest play in that Reddit GameStop area seems to be people using out-of-the-money options. And if you recall when they had the bear raids on Lehman and on Bear Stearns, what they did was run out and buy some far out-of-the-money puts and say, oh, my God, look at that. Somebody must believe this thing's going to collapse. Well, I think that's what you were seeing potentially in GameStop and others. People take positions in perhaps in the money options, then go and buy something $100 out of line, and then go on a chat room and call everybody, hey, did you see that? Somebody just bought a whole batch of options 100 points higher than where we're trading. What?
We're back.
And you get a lot of inexperienced people say, wow, that must be important. And they go in and start buying. And that's why I hope that the SEC and others begin to look at the possible manipulation here. 60 years of doing this stuff tells me that trading has a certain odor to it.
And we know regulators are always trying to catch up, Art. There's a lot more there we can talk with you about in the days and weeks to come. Good weekend. Good luck to the Ice Cubes. We'll see you later.
Amen, and welcome to March. Thank you.
Yeah, March. Coming up, more on GameStop and what regulators are looking at, as well as that stock's volatility. Well, Art was just talking about it. It's back. And later, Netflix announcing it will spend $100 million to improve diversity in film. Co-CEO Ted Sarandos is going to join Squawk Alley. He's going to talk about that. Squawk on the Street will be right back here. Don't go anywhere.
At Fidelity, you get personalized wealth planning and unmatched overall value. Together with a dedicated advisor, you'll make a plan that can adjust as your life changes, with access to tax-smart investing strategies that help you keep more of what you earn.
Sorry. I really did not plan that. I wanted to talk about the boomer talking about GameStop and bear raids, but I had to go. Like, I'm back. Anyway. Yes, out of the money call options are very risky, but they do a lot of damage. That's what we saw in GameStop. And now we're back. All right, let's go back to the charts. So, okay, let's look at the VIX. Let's look at the volatility index today. So what number are we saying? 28. It's actually high relative to where we've been recently. I mean, it's nothing compared to March, but we're not going to see, in my opinion, March levels of volatility or fear, should I say, for a while again. What we might go, I mean, look at this craze that we had here around the GameStop phase. The volatility index went straight up to like 36. It was crazy. We did hit yesterday, we did hit 31, which was actually much higher than what we hit on Tuesday. And this makes sense. Yesterday was much more painful than what we've seen. Yesterday was much more painful than Tuesday, and right now we're we're kind of trending up again. You know, at least on the day. Let's go to the 5-minute here. 5-minute. Yeah, we're starting to get that like almost revisit to to what happened yesterday, which is a little we don't want that to come back. So Rocket actually exceeding gains right now on GameStop. GameStop is fizzling. Oh, no. If this cannot break the lower box. If this breaks the lower box, it's bad. It's bad juju. Bad juju here. Yeah. Oh, did I not say that? Oh no, there it is. Okay. There we go. Okay, so Churchill Capital. Also, look, I mean, why do we even need candlesticks, folks? I should just draw boxes for you all, and then we just look at the boxes. We don't even need candlesticks because we know they're going to be within the boxes. Just draw some boxes and take off for the day. This is crazy. Oh, man. What are they talking about, Melvin?
Are loved and hated, say they've seen a huge uptick in demand from investors. These fund managers aren't just looking to use this data to source investment opportunities or do due diligence on.
Yeah, we don't care. Okay. So workhorse costs. Ooh, costs possibly a little bit of a signal of the Reddit movement, at least ending for the week, taking a little bit of a break for the week, possibly. Wow, lots of I mean, this is the kind of market where it's like literally like whatever you invest in, it's just going up into flames right now. And it's these kinds of markets that lead to the crazy booms that we have. So in some sense, it's healthy, but it's also really crappy. Yeah, Microvision. Oh my gosh, Switchback. Switchback's going into the whoa. Switchback in the 20s. Oh, autocorrect. There we go. So Planetary marijuana is getting wrecked. And marijuana does this really weird thing where marijuana will do really well for a short period of time. And then you know, it goes in these cycles. Did really well after November, then sold off. Did really well you know, a few weeks ago, and then sold off. It did really well after January, then sold off. Let's see. Can you sorry, let me send this. Real estate calls. There we go. Okay. Solved. That's how much time real estate takes. No, real estate takes more time than that. But anyway. Okay, so Rockets, this is the second bounce now that Rocket has had. The second bounce right here. Take a look at this. This is the second bounce we've had. And we are... I mean, the problem is we could easily just have another one of these lows, right? Yeah, it's frustrating. It's crazy how that works right now. GameStop, Rocket's the one doing well right now. Did we get the Bloomberg terminal up? Oh, we did. Okay, cool. All right, exit conversations. Let's see what's going on in the term today. So we'll go ahead and put that right here, and let's just put news. Let's do all news right here. All news. So that way we stay informed with what the heck is going on. All right, let's go. All news. News, all sources. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, everything's just crushing targets right now. It's crazy. Okay, launch and launch pad. Square under 220. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. All right, here we go. All right, so this is going to be, oops. This is the recent news that we have right here. There we go, on the launch pad. So this is the minute-by-minute news, not the top news. I might pull up top news in a different box here. But Palantir co-founder makes over $50 million from stock trades. Well, isn't that nice for him? Meanwhile, everybody else is holding his stock. Geez. I am glad we didn't buy Palantir over 30, but I'll tell you, it definitely gave up some love Once we started really buying it at like 26 and 25, it's you feel the fire on it. You feel the pain of buying and then it going down. But hey, this is where you build your positions. These are the kind of environments you want to build your positions in. Canoe, oh wow, Canoe's going back to like SPAC pricing. $10 SPAC pricing, right? It's at $12.75. It's barely selling for a premium of it's at what, 270% over. That's crazy. Lemonade under 120, probably healthy. Lemonade over even 100 feels a little pricey for me. I love the company though. API, what do we got? Switchback Electric. Okay. SEC. Oh, let's listen to this for a moment. Let's see if there's anything juicy here.
To interpret an emoji or a picture tweet. So they have to go back to their old-fashioned analysis and look at the trading data. Who are the counterparties involved in these trades, especially looking at trading activity close to the close.
Boring. Let's go try Barnes. Oh, gosh. Okay. Then we will try Bloomberg. DoorDash delivery fee dilemma.
The best quality of delivery and the best affordability on the platform.
Now, you reported a 227% increase in gross order value, but you're guiding to 28% growth. I guess the big question is, it seems like we're in a perfect environment for food delivery right now. But what happens after this, after vaccines, when we can go back to restaurants and the grocery store more easily?
Yeah, I mean, look, I wish that we could be doing this.
We're screwed. Basically. Okay. So... no, I think DoorDash will be around, but yeah, it's not going to be as beautiful as it has been. Oh man, is CCAV coming back? So it looks like actually GameStop's coming back as well, breaking out of its lower box. We've got Rocket Mortgage coming back. Okay, here we go. This is a nice comeback right here. Wayfair is staying strong today. Out of everything, Wayfair is staying strong right now. Etsy's coming back as well. Okay, we've got a market-wide comeback right now. This is good. I wonder if that means the VIX is down. Let's go to the 1 minute. Not really. It's interesting. Apple's coming back. Everything's coming back. This is good. Okay. Who knows? Is this going to be a bottom? I don't know. After yesterday, it's hard to call bottoms. We just kept testing new bottoms. What's BTC doing? When somebody says OMG Bitcoin, I have no idea what that would mean. Bitcoin is at 46.6 right now. Some nice sell-offs over on the Bitcoin. Obviously drop in the bucket relative to the run we've had the last few months. But yeah, some pain over here at Bitcoin. Okay, let's see. GameStop. What are we doing here? It's trying to break out again. Maybe a breakout on a GameStop. We'll see. The entire market is going green again, or at least trending in that direction. So that makes us wonder, is it time to place trades? Do we place trades, or was it better to place the trades 5 minutes ago? Well, obviously, in hindsight. But let's see how this continues to run. Rocket Mortgage. Rocket dipping in a little bit again. Etsy, Churchill Capital. Churchill can't get out of the box. I mean, we're just literally playing the boxes here. It's kind of scary. Look at that. Touch our box, go up. Touch our box, go down. It's like an accordion. Our box wins again. Yoni, where are you tracking the treasuries? I wonder if I can get them on the Bloomberg. Okay, it's going to do this to me. Stop it. Okay, so that's where we have our news. Okay, this we'll put right here. There's got to be a way to get the 10-year on here. And I'm sure there is. I just don't know. Or like, isn't there? Oh, bond. I think if I type in bonds. Bonds, top news for bonds, search for bonds. There's a shortcut for bonds. I know there is. And it splashes up the bond page. But I don't know what that shortcut is. We can figure it out, I'm sure. Bloomberg terminal bond shortcut. Let's figure this out. We'll figure it out together. CNBC's okay. Yeah, CNBC's pretty good. Although Bloomberg's, I don't know if it seems to be a little Faster on that one. That's what I wanted to compare. Bond. Equity. No, it's not going to be equity. It's not going to be currency. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't really care. I mean, I kind of do care. This screen could be viewed by BTTM. Oh, BTMM. BTMM. What's this? BTM. Oh, is that it? Oh, Mateo sends it to me. Thank you. How do I go to this? Ooh. Oh, look at that. There we go. How am I supposed to know to put that in? USGG 10-year index. It just doesn't seem intuitive at all. I'm sure there's a reason for it. But let's zoom in a little bit here. Let's see. Okay, so if I go to the 3-day, thanks. If we go to the 3-day, oh yeah, look at this. This isn't bad. I do think I get I don't know if I get a delay on it. No, it doesn't say this is delayed. Yeah, no, this is at this time. Okay, so we get real-time bonds. Here, I'll hide myself for a sec. So we get real-time bonds, which is cool. Take a look at this. So we're at 1.5 again, over 1.5 again. So we started the morning off a little better. Look at that run we had yesterday. Yikes. All right. So we'll keep this one up right here in this tab. That'll be good. We'll get to watch bonds live. Thank you. Shout out to Mateo. That was awesome. All right. Let's go back over to Weeble here. And I also want to I do want to keep an eye on the news as well. Okay. I don't know why our news hub. Bloomberg. Killing me. Okay. There we go. Oh, man. I don't understand why Bloomberg makes it so difficult. Just leave my news hub over here. News hub. I think they just hate Mac. I think that's what we've decided. Launch in Launchpad. All right. Let's try this again. There we go. So we do want to keep an eye on what's going on in the news too. Jeez, man. There we go. Okay. U.S. monthly crude oil fell. Okay. Rocket company surge on earnings beat. Well, it's the dividend. That's why it's surging, in my opinion. I don't think it's because of the earnings beat. I don't think anybody really cares. It's still a rock. It's not a rocket. It's a rock. Okay. So apparently if I open these things, they cause more problems. So we will hide these things. All right, let's go back to the sticks. So look at Churchill Capital, just trading within the range bound that we have of the bottom boxes here. Kind of frustrating. Then we've got, let's see here, GameStop. GameStop. The nice thing is we're kind of stable today, right? Like we're not free falling again, but we're not breaking out above our bottom boxes, both on GameStop and on Churchill. You know, folks, it might be our fault. I think it's our fault. Unfortunately, I think we are basically we're doing this, and maybe this is an opportunity for us to buy. Well, Rocket's giving up its gains. Etsy's giving up its gains. Wayfair is let's see here. Wayfair is trending down. Airbnb. Okay, so what else do we have here? Plug Power, like, this is good. It's good to see 4% at Plug. They had a huge sell-off. I'm not in Plug, and I can't be in Plug. But, yeah. Churchill Capital. Breaking our lower box here. Reddit has failed Churchill today. Is the SPY free falling? It's 2008 all over again. I hope not. Let's see what the SPY's doing. Oh, wow. Wow, why? Let's jump on over to maybe our bond page and see. There it is. See? Look at that. That's interesting. Bond ticking up. And here we go with this potential sell-off again. I thought I saw a mention. Press go. GIP for the graph. Much better. Oh, let us try it. GIP. Man, I'm such a noob. Such a noob at using this thing. I've only had this for like, what, month and a half? No, it's been more than a month and a half. A couple months now? 2.5 months? Or something like that. There we go. Oh, that's cool. Okay, it boxes it a little more. Let's go to 1 month. Or actually, even 3 days, fine. Oh, we are on. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's the 1 month. We'll go down to the... Yeah, we can even go down to the day, honestly. What do we need to see yesterday and the day before for? Maybe relative. There we go. That looks nice. Okay. Close on... Yesterday's close was this this dotted line right here. And the bonds are going right back. Jeez, man. Woo! Where'd I put my news hub now? Okay, so this is where we have the bond chart. This is where we have Webull. Where is our news hub? It's gone again. It's escaped us again. We'll put it right here. There we go. Ah, much better. Okay, so here's the top. No, this is the news hub. Launch and Launchpad. There we go. So now we're cleaned up. Now we're ready. Now we're ready for the day. Oh, this is top. This is the top news section here. U.S. stocks resume slump as global bond rut eases. Biggest Bitcoin fund plunges to record discount as mania cools. The Grayscale Bitcoin Trust plunged 21% this week, outpacing an 18% decline in the world's largest crypto. That's evaporating a once massive premium, with the GBTC closing 3.8% the value of its underlying holdings. Whoa, I haven't seen that. I don't think I've ever seen that. So the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, usually you have to pay like a 7% premium to buy this. And that's because exchange traded funds can't hold Bitcoin directly. So instead they hold GBTC, which, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Usually you pay a premium of like 7 to as much as 30% to get into the GBTC. Now you're actually getting Bitcoin at a discount if you buy GBTC. That's crazy. So if you wanted to buy Bitcoin cheaper than what it is today, in theory, you could buy the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust as it's selling off. Wow. Interesting news. What else? Okay, I was at top news, and now it totally took me away from that. Oh, there we go. Okay, bankruptcies loom from enormous obligations. Yikes. Nikola tumbles after lowering electric truck production goal. Oh my gosh. Let's look at Nikola's chart. Is anybody in here investing in Nikola? Nikola. I mean, it is kind of just following the trend, at least today. Everything else is trending down. Let's look at the day. Yeah, it's still not hitting the epic lows that it had of around $13. So it's still up. This is the day chart here, so every tick is a day. Let's go to the minute, though. I mean, it's really just showing the same loss that we're seeing at everything else right now. See, like, very good food company, this was flat like 10 minutes ago. And let's go to SPY. Wow, S&P just straight down today on the S&P. It's worsening. It's back. It's back. Oh, this is money right here. A course member just posted this, which use that coupon code HODL down below. Join the course, be part of the chat, and be part of the alerts, and of course the education in the actual course. This is the current meme. When you buy the dip, but it's a 7-layer dip. Oh man. That is kind of what it feels like right now. Oh man. All right, let's see what we got over here. Let's see what they're talking about.
Yeah. Everybody's trying
the initiative.
The mission is to promote the things that are working against the pandemic, and that is to maintain masking and social distancing, and for everybody to get vaccinated as soon as they possibly can. And there's a lot that the business community can do to help on all of those fronts. And with this campaign, we're doubling down on what we in the business community have been doing throughout the pandemic, but we're really making a concerted effort to do our part in making sure that people are staying safe and getting vaccinated as rapidly as
Yeah, okay. This isn't too exciting here. Let's go back to the sticks. What do we got over here? So GameStop still sitting in our lower box. Really struggling within the lower box to make any kind of play here. I mean, they are fumbling so hard right now. Rocket is, certainly not at its up 20% anymore like it was. A nice sell-off here during the open. We've got Etsy still maintaining a lead here. Airbnb still above what it was going for yesterday. But Airbnb's recovering. That's one of the few trending up right now. Wayfair's now giving up. Churchill Capital is now breaking below our box. And keep in mind, this was pumped on Reddit. I have a feeling that was right here. It was the pre-market Reddit euphoria, sell, buy the dip from Reddit. Yay! Oh man. All right, Monster Bev, VIX. What's the VIX doing right now? VIX on the minute by minute. VIX by the minute. See, it's staying up. It's staying strong around this 29 figure right here. Yeah, let's go back to our chart on bonds. Uh-oh. There it is. Okay, softening a little bit again. Not hitting the close of yesterday on the 10-year here, but still at 1.5. 1.502 right now is the last pricing on the 10-year. I really want all news up, so I'm going to do that. All news. The all news really gives us just minute by minute what's going on. Sometimes that means you can miss a lot because unless you're like staring at it all day long, it's kind of crazy. All right. Here we go. Okay. That should work. Let's put the bond one here. So now we should be able to go Webull, bond, 1.506, and all news. All right. I like it. That's good. EDT down over 17%. Global COVID cases top 113 million. Okay. All right. What's going on? Let's see if Bloomberg TV has anything. Where do we have them? Here we go. What are they talking about? They're talking about Brazilian politics. I mean, I know those are important, but they're not what we're going to cover right now. So we've literally got Bloomberg TV talking about Brazilian politics. We've got CNBC talking about COVID relief. And apparently nobody's talking about, and then Fox is on commercial. Apparently nobody cares that the market is basically turning into a Tuesday, Thursday again. I guess it's just on to me. Although Airbnb is recovering. Look at this. This is a nice bounce off these bottom levels here at Airbnb. GameStop. Let's look at how's Neo performing right now. It's Neo bounced. Okay, so we got this. We really got the dip on that one. So that was nice. Let's see. So, but I mean, we're barely above what we paid for it, so it's not like we could really celebrate that. Let's see what Tesla's doing. Tesla 672. Wow, it dipped down to 659 around the same time that Neo dipped. So we played the Neo dip on that one, or at least I did. Yeah, let's see here. Okay. What are we missing? Like, what else within our bunch here are we missing? Redfin 3% today, coming back a little bit. Let's see. Starbucks. I always think Restoration Hardware is Robinhood. But I think they'll just have to make their ticker symbol should just be Rob. Get robbed. G-Rob. G-Rob. Oh, man. Okay, Virgin Galactic. Oh, gosh. Wow, lots of red, though. NGA giving everything at, wow, it hit a low of 1860. Oh, my gosh, the pain of the commercial vehicle SPACs right now. I'm not in any of them, But that's unfortunate. That's a lot of pain right there. North American oil tanker, that one is continuing to get buried. Square, though, even Square read today again. They did miss a little bit of their growth targets. Wow, GHVI gave up its gains today. Look at the run GHVI had, and then how quickly that U-turned. You know, if you got in right here, trying to trade this, and there was no support level, oopsies. But that's also a sign of the market. Oh, that's a good one, Dustin. That's a good one, folks. Ticker symbol right here. I don't know if you can see it. Ticker symbol suits. That'll be Robinhood. I don't know. I think we beat up Robinhood. I don't know. Do we beat up Robinhood too much, or are we giving him the right dose of beating up? All right. Rocket, GameStop, Etsy. It's all kind of a little range bound right now. Let's go look at the other charts here. Treasury staying stable at 1.5 on the 10-year. All news here. Let's see. Prince Henry says the British press was destroying his mental health. I don't know. Why does it feel hard to empathize? You know, getting beat up by the press. I mean, I guess you'd have to be like world famous. Grammy Museum announces. Okay, let's see. All right. Oh, let's listen to Varney's update. He's got an actual update now.
Now we're down 300. So you got a lot of coming and going right there for the Dow Industrials. Goldman, Disney, Boeing sharply lower, pushing the Dow down. And there's this. Listen to this. Crime spiking in Chicago, and the state of Illinois responds to it by easing some of the laws that put criminals behind bars in the first place. Mike Tobin is in Chicago for his breakdown.
I don't know why they're spending so little time talking about the market on Fox today. It's kind of bugging me. What do we got on this? Here we go.
To get that growth going is improve the production.
On infrastructure. Oh, man, I don't get it. Let's try Bloomberg. Bloomberg's on commercial. It's, you know what? All the suits are putting their head in the sand because they're like, yeah, we're hurting too, so we don't want to talk about it. So we're just not going to talk about it. That's what's going on today. Churchill back into its lower bound box here, doing a little bit of a recovery. We've got Etsy recovering. Okay, we got some recovery here. We've, with the exception of GameStop, staying within its lower bound. No real movement here. Let's go into the VIX. So, VIX is still sitting high. It's kind of trending towards 30 again. And we were at 30 yesterday. See, this was yesterday's peak. Right here, 31. It just kind of kept trending up. We are trending up on the VIX. We got a big green candlestick. When you see big green candle on VIX, it's kind of like a big red candle on stocks. No, actually, this is Fox Business. Varney is Fox Business. Somebody's wondering if I was checking Fox Business. But we're talking about criminals in Illinois right now on Fox Business. Whoa! Voyager Digital just got wrecked. Uh-oh. That probably means Bitcoin's getting wrecked too, doesn't it? Oh, no. Oh, look at that reversal. Voyager Digital is getting wrecked, but Bitcoin's rallying. Huh. Interesting. Why is Voyager Digital selling off? I wonder if there was news on this, because that's a sharp sell-off. It's a small cap, obviously, but let's see if there's anything on Bloomberg about this. Voyager Digital. So this is where we're covering Bloomberg TV. This is where we've got the news hub. And this is where we have the 10-year, which we're okay, the 10-year just fell 1.4977. This is where we can type in Voyager Digital. Okay, we're getting better at this. Voyager Digital news. All right, here we go. There's actually nothing in terms of recent news, except for maybe short interest. Oh, that could be interesting. Let's pull short interest again. Let's go. What do we want? Short interest on GameStop, AMC. What else? Yeah, it's a little boring right now because we're not seeing a run. We're not seeing a sell-off, which I don't want to see a sell-off. I want to see some running here, especially after this week. We got to end the month strong, folks. It's the last day of the month. Last day of the month, man. Last day of the month. Oh, a lot of people have been asking me this, and I'm just going to say this here really quick. I can't say this with a certainty because I'm not a CPA, but a lot of people, when they look at the courses on like the stocks, psychology, money, they consider that a tax write-off against their profits in stocks. You can verify that with your CPA, but they call it an education write-off. A lot of people were asking me that. I saw it in the comments, and I figure I may as well just say it. A lot of people do write that off. But I'm not a CPA, and I'm certainly not your CPA, so what do I know? Okay, so Tesla's short interest has actually been declining. Take a look at this. We've had short interest decline from about 7% at the end of January to 6%. So short interest at Tesla is declining, which reduces those short squeezes there. Let's look at here. Give me some ticker symbols. Just type in the chat, say short, and then the ticker symbol, and we'll put some things in here. Snap, sure. GameStop actually ticked up a little bit again. Look at this. But barely, right? I mean, it's way down. Let's look at AMC. CCIV, SPACs have extremely low short interest. AMC's down a little bit at 13. What does have high short interest is Rocket Mortgage. People are just hating. Okay, well, here's the CPA. Please educate us, because a lot of people are like, hey, it's an education expense. Hit us up. Tell us what you think. So short on CCV, I will look at that. So we got 41% on Rocket Mortgage. That's crazy. It actually shot up. We could be seeing a little bit of a squeeze, honestly. Okay, so we'll look at CCIV. It'd be interesting to see if we see CCIV go up. I don't think so. Yeah, no, 2.67%. HIMS. Let's see. HIMS. 4%. Let's go. Palantir. That's a good one. SOS is on a run, someone says. Short on FUV. Arcimoto. I think it's such a small company. I think it's pretty small. Oh, wow. 20% short on ARC. That's crazy. Arcimoto. Piton. Let's look Piton. Piton's got short positions for sure. Everything feels oversold right now. Okay. 5% on Peloton, 5.6%. CTRM. Let's do it. Okay, I'm just going to do a couple more. Enphase, that's a good one. I want to know that too. Enphase, how could you short Enphase? Enphase, such a good, high-quality company, man. Love it. 4.92%. Okay, what else? Oh, we'll do Express, and then I'm done. Express should have a high short. Okay, well, I don't know what the symbol for Express is, apparently. Obviously not, given that I wrote the whole name out. Express stock. EXPR. Well, okay, I guess I could have guessed that. I feel like I would have put an X in, though, because this is like Expra, 10.71. All right. Oh my gosh, look at this high school band. What? Really? Look at it. They're in bags.
Stu, you're going to leave it right there, Ashley, before you say anything. All right, thanks, Ash. All right.
I don't get it. If they just had some high quality air filters, I feel like that would solve a lot. And I mean, I'm no scientist, but I've looked at research put together by scientists. They indicate if you just properly ventilate a room, the odds of you building a COVID cloud are much lower. Like, and I'm not talking about like a cheesy like $20 filter. Like, go here, go to metkevin.com/air or metkevin.com/purify. It's the same link. And you'll see pretty high quality air filter or air purifier. And you can even turn on the little UV system too. So we're like sanitizes the air too. All right. Varney, man. Let's talk about the market. Talking about people in bags. That's scary. Oh, gosh. See, I feel like we're getting abandoned by mainstream media today. They don't want to cover what's happening in the market because I don't know. What do we got at Bloomberg? It's over here.
Our average age is about 27. We have a beautiful business where we touch 1 in every 3 college-bound students through relationships that we've built with 725 campuses across the country. They really look to us.
She's reading. See you later. Sorry. I'm too jaded, but that was too obvious too. I think they all have their prepared remarks though when they go on these shows. It makes sense. All right, what's the SPY and the VIX doing right now? Golly. So the S&P 500, or at least the SPY is actually bouncing up, which tracks. So we had a bottom here, bottom around 20 minutes ago. Let's look at the VIX. Let's see if the VIX is declining. Yep, yeah, okay, VIX is coming off its highs. Okay, good. Maybe we can finally chillax a little bit. Let's look at bonds. So this is news. Where do we put our bonds? Bond chart. Uh-oh. Bond chart's gone. Oh, here it is. Nope, that's black app. Man, they make it so difficult to keep these tabs up. It's so annoying. It's so frustrating. Yeah, bond chart's gone. Why? Whatever. Let's just look at our actual sticks here. So, Workhorse, kind of not able to get out of this trap. Rough. Ugh. Space. Virgin Galactic. Voyager Digital. Hardcore down. Salesforce 4%. Nikola 7%. AMC turned negative. AMC down now. Hit a low of 778. Trying to recover. FRX. Woo. That was a trade for like 4 hours and then it got destroyed. A few days ago. Rocket's trying to keep its gains up here. GameStop's doing nothing. Literally nothing. It's so boring. Etsy trying to come back. Airbnb is doing well. If anything's running today, it's Airbnb. This is a much nicer, more stable pattern. Went down with the S&P 500, but is now going back to its usual self. Churchill Capital trying to break into the upper box here. Not holding my breath. Carvana slowly moving up. What else? VIX stabilizing. Matterport up 3.5%. AMC Networks jumps on earnings. AMC sideways. Is Neo? Excuse me. Is Neo jumping back? Let's see. Let's check out. That's a good idea. Okay, so Neo. Okay, so that option's probably. Well, it depends what it executed for. Let's see. What did it end up executing for? Neo. Oh, cool. It's up $800. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, but in total, the shares of Neo have just been painful. Okay, so a little bit of a rebound here. Shift Technologies. Shift, man. 883. Such a good company. Palantir. I can't believe we broke 23 there for a moment. Continuing to test the new lows, rotating up. New lows, rotate up. See what they're talking about with AMC here.
Able to get on the broader, bigger services. You say it's sustainable. Why do you believe it?
Well, what's AMC Networks relative to AMC Theaters? Because there's AMC Theaters and then there's AMC Networks. Who's that? AMC Networks. That's something totally different, isn't it? American Entertainment Company. Oh, they do TV channels and stuff like that. Oh, it's the TV version. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. Well, we don't really care. All right. Going back. That makes sense. Yeah, they're TV. Yeah. Of course. AMC channel. All right. Rocketing. GameStop is slowly trending is slowly trending towards our box. Rocket Mortgage, on the other hand, starting to break out a little bit. Let's zoom in on this one a bit here. So it looks like, I would say probably our last resistance was somewhere around where we are now, actually. See, because we fell, popped off the 22.6. If we could break through this, that could be really nice for Rocket. Yeah, that would be awesome. Okay. So we'll see what happens there. GameStop stuck. Etsy stuck. Churchill moving into our upper box now. Clean break into our upper box. This is good. It's that's bullish. I like to see this. Let's see if we can break this upper box. Because if we can break the upper line here, and if the market believes, okay, we hit our bottom today, we hit the bottom, let's go, now it's time to roll, that could be good. Let's pay attention here and see what happens. This is getting close. After just a heads up, in about an hour and 3 minutes, I will be doing Q&A with all course members coming to the live stream. Keep in mind that does include if you have questions about real estate, making YouTube content, property management, renovation, stocks, all of it. Although most of the questions obviously tend to be around stocks. So that'll be in about an hour and 4 minutes. Check that out with that coupon code below if you haven't yet. Oh, we're about to break through here on CCIV. This is exciting. Let's watch this. Okay, we've got, while this happens, what else is going on? Etsy, GameStop, and Rocket are stable, but Churchill's the one that's running right now. The others are stable. Churchill's the one that's moving. SEC filing just came out, says, look at the SEC. Alan Haddad. I don't know. I can look that up. We're about to break, though. About to break our... settling down a little bit. No, falling back. Okay. Someone says there was an SEC filing here on CCIV. Let's see if we can pull it really quick. Filings, company, CCIV. 26, 2 filings. Okay, so what is this? Just a pamphlet on what's going on? What did we announce? Why is Lucid going public? What is a SPAC? What does this mean? Well, this is kind of boring. Employee impact. Grants and shares. Yeah, if the merger closes, your Lucid equity grants and shares will convert to grants and shares in the public company. This is like employee relations stuff here. Oh, this is kind of boring. All right, I don't see anything in this one. And if we go to the last one, let's go here. This is just a tweet that they're filing. Okay, well, that's not exciting. Churchill red candle sticking again. Somebody says White House news. What news are you seeing? Well, we can look at the, let's see what terminal news we have here. Senate floats, oh, look at this. Top senator floats 5% payroll tax. Stimulus update. Let's see if we can get that news here. EV boom as a dramatic opportunity for nickel. Costco had the $16 minimum wage boost. Yeah. Really just flat at this point, which is better than crashing, right? Twitter. White House Twitter news. Let's see. Twitter. White House. White House. The White House. 2 minutes ago. 3 minutes ago. What is this? 5 minutes ago. The American Rescue Plan will incentivize companies to provide sick leave to their employees because no one should have to choose between their health and a paycheck. I don't think they're really... I don't really see anything here that's... okay, what's this? This means if you're a parent with a kid over 6, you'll get an additional $1,000. If your kid is under 6, you'll get an additional $1,600. Yeah, this is on top of the $2,000 tax credit that they're talking about here. They're kind of just recapping the COVID rescue plan. They're just campaigning for it. So I don't really see anything new here. GME, see a lot of comments here on GME. Let's see. Oh, GameStop. It's about to break through the box. And CCIV did not end up breaking through the top box, unfortunately. Darn. Airbnb doing decently here. Etsy trending up again. Everything's slowly trending up again, but look at that. Bounces off the line again on GameStop. Frustrating. You know, the market's just flat right now is how it feels. I can't say the market's doing better or worse. It's just boring, honestly, right now. I mean, I guess I'll take boring compared to crashing. But, I mean, we've got some substantial 3 to 4% losers. We got some gainers that are doing very well. Some of our favorites, Rocket, Etsy, Wayfair, Churchill, Peloton, GameStop. Firm's pretty good. Enphase finally up again. Felt like it was sort of bleeding out again earlier. Let's see. Okay. So I don't know what else is there to do. Let's see what we're listening to on CNBC maybe.
So Netflix talks diversity.
No.
Airbnb.
See, they don't have anything to cover either. They're boring. We could look at Bitcoin. Well, let's listen.
Now this.
What's your take?
In 1974, I walked into a Merrill Lynch office in Hong Kong and made my first investment in the stock market. I bought a few shares of good.
We're doing story time now. We're literally doing story time. Oh my God. CNBC's got nothing. We're doing story time on Varney. And I'm pretty sure Bloomberg doesn't have anything either. Let's look at the terminal here. Oh, here we go. Another Cathie Wood update. Cathie Wood's main... Oops. Oh, dear. Oops. I wanted to see that top news. Where'd it go? Oh, they keep collapsing this. It's so annoying. There was a top news Cathie Wood update, so I want to see that. Oh, there we go. Here it is. Top ranked news. This story has been updated. Click for the latest version. Okay. Why don't you just give me the latest version? So, ARK Invest miserable week showed signs of easing on Friday as its flagship exchange-traded fund battled to avoid a fifth day of decline. ARK ticker fluctuated as of 11 a.m. New York after earlier sliding as much as 2.7%. The fund has tumbled more than 15% this week amid a tech sell-off, especially with Tesla. Yeah, I mean, whatever. It happens. So assets in the ETF have slumped by 4.9 billion this week to 23.3 billion, according to Bloomberg. The figure doesn't include flows from Thursday, when ARK dropped 6.4% for its worst day in almost 6 months. In other words, more people might pull money out. Let's see. We've got investors pulled about 200 million from the fund in Wednesday trading. That brings total weekly outflows to 638 million, on pace to be the worst on record. Yikes. Yikes. Fisker's running? Let's see. Let's see. I found you from my CEO sharing your videos. Wow, that is really exciting. Thank you for saying that. That just turns up the pressure. So Bitcoin consolidating a little bit now. Still at 47.6, which is nowhere near the highs that we've had. We're definitely seeing more green sticks now, though, than we are seeing that dip that we had. It could be that the low of the market today was about 10.11. That's roughly where we saw everything bottom. That's also where we bought shares of NEO when we crashed under 45. The market does feel a little lacking enthusiasm today, but we are trending up, which is good. We're heading towards 47 for NEO. Tesla's trending up again after declining. So this is good. I'm the CEO. That's awesome. Rocket running a bit. Let's see. PaySafe. So PaySafe is the BFT merger. Let's see BFT. 15. It's been at 15. Sorry. BFT has literally been at 15, I feel like, for 2 months. I feel like this is straight sideways trading at BFT. Pretty much. Pretty much this entire range here. It's all averaging. It always goes back to 15 for the last 2 months. All right. GameStop. We're not seeing those breakout moments today. That's something to keep in mind. I mean, we had a brief breakout above the lower bound, but keep this in mind. Yesterday, we actually shot above the box. Like, let's go back. Let's go back at yesterday here. Same bars. This is yesterday. We broke above the top box and went right back into the boxes. The day before that, we traded well above. Hold on, where are we? Where's the 24th? Where's oh, we had a run after hours. That's right. So we had a run after hours, and here's where we were really trading above. See, we were consistently above the boxes here. Then we went into the first box, and now we're really in the second box, which is the lower box. So it's a deflation happening in sort of the GameStop trade, unfortunately. Elon tweeted 6 hours ago, do androids dream of electric cars? Maybe they lucid dream. Oh, man. Neo pushing 47. Nice. When BTC goes sideways, the alts go on a run. Do you reckon this looks like that's happening? I don't know. You know, we had a fall. We had a little bit of a push. I don't know if we can call it sideways yet. Let's look at SOS. I hear about this one all the time. Okay, so slight push here. What's SOS doing within the day though? So SOS is down 1%, trying to recover. I mean, it's recovering with the rest of the market. The entire market. I can't say that's a breakout relative to anything else. Oh man, big gain at Microsoft, 1.8%. Oh, the Varney joke. That's a good one. That's good. All right, so GME volumes, 2 morning opens and compare them to the rest of the day. So let's look at the volume on GME. Okay, volume on GME compared to today and yesterday. Let's compare. I'll have to go to like 5 or 30 minute, I think. So if we go to 5 minute, definitely lower volume today compared to yesterday. Yesterday was big volume compared to today. We're not seeing that either right now. And then obviously when the run happened, we had some mega volume. All right, let's see. Okay. Now we're talking about Patriots on Fox, and not the sports team either, and a reopening reversal on CNBC.
$30 for a cup of coffee. You know, the regulators have stepped in on a local level, and cities like, you know, Berkeley, San Francisco, even New York are trying to cap some of these costs. And it also really puts pressure on these small businesses trying to use these services. You know, they were pretty much forced to be able to use the delivery services to get the food to their customers, since customers couldn't dine in until things started to open back up. So that all those things are going to put some pressure on DoorDash, right? You've got the competition, fickle consumers, regulatory pressure. You know.
All right, let's do one more look at the sticks here. We are literally trading within our boxes. Nothing has changed today, and these are boxes we drew yesterday. GameStop, look at that. GameStop hits our lower bound and falls right back. Boring. Boring day. GameStop's trading within our box, doing nothing. Churchill Capital, trying to break out. Every time it touches our box, it's almost like, gotta respect Kevin's box. Goes right back into it. We want you to break out. Bumble recovering, Enphase recovering, Peloton recovering, but I mean small recoveries, right? 4%. These aren't really skyrockets here. Etsy and Rocket really taking the cake for a day's wins. Woo! You need to make a coffee and try to get excited by something else because right now the stock market is boring. What is this? Peloton's got a nice gain though. Nice solid gain right here. On at least this chart is very solid. Marijuana trying to make a comeback right now. Okay. Otherwise, we got lots of pain over here in the marijuana space. Oh, wow. This was down 4% not that long ago. Very good food company. Recovering. That's going to end up having been our dip. 10-11. That was the bottom today. See, even Square's recovered. Above the 220 again, which was a crazy low. So it's good that we did a little bit of a nibble. Can't buy too much, but we did buy it at the right time. So that's good. Okay, cool. All right, so I'll be live in 49 minutes with course members answering Q&A. Would love to see you there. Thank you so much for being here on this live stream, folks. It's been a pleasure. We will see you later today. Thanks again. Bye.